children being illegally forced to work and putting their lives at risk, unclean water filled with bacteria and miles away to even get, starving children and people that are so malnourished, girls and women unable to receive an education in a broken system, poverty. These are just some of the major problems in our world that a young teenage boy would work his whole life to stop. This is Craig Kielberger, one of the founders of Free the Children. Now this all started one morning when Craig was just 12 years old. He was flipping through the newspaper when he came across a story of a young 12-year-old boy who was a former slave in Pakistan. He had been murdered because he spoke up for human rights. This was the very moment where Craig realized he needed to create change, and Free the Children was born. Together, him and his brother would cause so much unbelievable impacts at such young ages. At just 14, he received an International Human Rights Award.
How the company was started. At the age of 13, Craig Kielberger confronted Prime Minister Jean Chrétien on an issue that angered him: the use of child labor in developing and third world countries. The incident made international headlines and got Kielberger invited onto 60 Minutes and Oprah. Since then, the We Charity was developed and has been receiving donations from many different companies. And never let their age stop them from making impacts and working towards their goals.
Children physically and verbally abused. Children making the mini products which we import into Canada and use every day without considering their source. Who will help the children if we don't? Thank you very much.
Free the Children, also known as We Charity, is a non-profit organization in hopes to bring equality for children and so much more. Craig and Mark created Free the Children's villages to achieve these goals: provide access to education, clean water, sanitation, healthcare, food security, alternative income, and empowers the community to lift itself out of poverty. This charity plays a huge social responsibility and sheds light on things such as child poverty, which many young children were unaware about. It brought awareness to the products that many people use that result from child labor. It spoke on topics that many were scared to discuss and started a conversation to make differences. There are many impacts that this charity has brought. Since 2010, the attendance rates at Manik Primary School in Haiti have increased over 400%.
In the community of Uttarakhand, India, 2 wells were rehabilitated in 2014, providing clean water to over 800 families and ensuring access to water during the dry season. The maternity wing at Baraka Health Clinic in Kenya has provided more than 3,000 mothers with pre- and postnatal care, including ultrasound and diagnostic services, which has helped deliver 213 healthy babies in the last 24 months. In 2014, more than 160 workshops were delivered at a girls' club in Chimborazo, Ecuador, helping girls develop leadership and public speaking skills. A farm in Kenya expanded to include 200 acres of land and 12 greenhouses, increasing its capacity to support student lunch programs and providing agricultural training to community leaders.
Cultural norms.
Thousands of volunteers have helped this company grow and achieve improvements focusing on education, water, health, food, and economic opportunity for the less fortunate. Our dedicated team works long, hard hours, far from home, in harsh weather to help build opportunities and homes for these communities. People that give up their time and take risks to stand up for equality and love.
Finance.
We Charity, Free the Children, are completely funded by donations and by companies that partner to donate and provide the large amount of funds needed to help create changes and fund villages. For fundraising, we spend, on average, no more than $3 for every $100 we raise. That's an amazing 3% fundraising cost on average. We Charity spends less than 10% of its funds on administration for teachers for villages. with, on average, 90 cents of every dollar donated going directly to support our projects and programs.
The partnership of the cooperate companies helped this organization grow and spread more help all over the world. Allstate Foundation, DHL, Microsoft, Nutrien, RBC, TELUS, Walgreens, Unilever, and etc. The board of directors provides legal and financial oversight to all of We Charities, projects, and activities. 3 teams in Canada, United States, and the United Kingdom. And overall, executive director is Dalal Al-Wahidi. People such as Oprah reached out to Craig when he was a teenager to help him along his journey to success, along with many other celebrities to bring awareness and spread it around the world. Is Craig a good CEO? Of course he is. He has brought so much renowned changes around the world with pure and good intentions in his heart. He has not stopped since the age of 12, working hard to change the world. Free the Children is an international charity that helps the underprivileged from all over the world.
We researched deeply and couldn't find any ethical issues with the CEO or the We Charity. Craig, the CEO, has a net worth of $9 million.
These were the 3 things that led to Craig and his brother's success. Number 1, age is not a number that can stop you from accomplishing anything. Don't ever let someone define you or tell you that something is not possible because of it. Number 2, reach out to others. In order to make big impacts, it requires the help of everyone, different communities, and so much more. Number 3, the impossible is always possible. Craig took on the challenge of poverty, which many told him could never be fixed, and started these villages which changed thousands of lives and brought so many opportunities. A message from Free the Children.
Imagine that you woke up every day believing that you could make a difference in the world.
Now imagine it wasn't just you. Imagine it was everyone.
Sometimes you might feel alone in this fight. Just look around you. There's millions of other people who believe in this message as you do. You are not alone.
You have stood up. You have taken action. You have showed that massive change is possible.